REDOX Matters is a serious look at how the body works to defend and heal itself at the cellular level. Dr. Lee Ostler, the author of REDOX Matters. I'm Stephen Middleton, coming to you from the Possibility Action Network. Our core values include I am, I can, and I will. I am Possibility Man. Today, I want to share on the theme REDOX Matters Reviewed. But first, an announcement. We'll be hosting a live event in Rock Hill, South Carolina on Sunday, July 31st at 2:00 p.m. at Della's Barber Shop. If you know of anyone within a couple of hours' drive of Rock Hill, have them come out and meet with us. They'll meet members of our team and we'll share valuable information about REDOX and our experience with it. We'll also have a REDOX tasting session, so you'll get an opportunity to taste REDOX on the spot. I'll put the details in the description wherever you find this video. Now back to our share. I want to talk briefly about REDOX Matters Reviewed. In effect, I want to review briefly this book with you, REDOX Matters, written by Dr. Lee Ostler. Just so you know, I had the pleasure of interviewing Dr. Lee Ostler on the Possibility Action Network podcast. I'll include the episode where he appeared wherever you watch this video. If you're watching this video on another platform, just know that our live event will take place on July 31st, and we may do it again at another time. Now back to this book. How did Dr. Ostler, he has a degree in dental surgery. He has worked and trained and taught dental surgery for many decades. How did he, a doctor of dental surgery, begin to look at REDOX Matters? Well, he tells a story that his wife was faced with a health challenge. And he has taken, the routes that all of us take. When we face a health challenge, we go to our doctor to see if medical science had a solution for this particular patient. In his experience, the doctors could not solve her problem. And to the credit of this doctor, he told him that, something, I do not have anything in my wheelhouse that seemed to resolve to be an effective therapy for your wife. But I've heard about, the doctor told him, something called REDOX. The doctor confessed, I know nothing about it, but you may want to go to the internet and see what you can learn about this thing. Dr. Ostler and his wife took a leap of faith. And they found someone who told them about REDOX, and she, his wife, had the good sense to give it a try, and the product worked in her case. The product helped her resolve her problem. Dr. Ostler was stunned. He's wondering, why did this thing work? Why did this therapy work when other therapies did not work? So Dr. Ostler went back to school. And after studying REDOX for a long time, he produced this book, REDOX Matters. Here are some of the things that he found. He found that REDOX plays a role in the body system. That REDOX is really a cell signaling molecule. And cells then are able to talk to each other, just like if you have a telephone and you want to make a call, if there are good towers around, you may get a good signal. If you're in an area where there are no cell phone towers that are right for your telephone, you may get a weak signal or no signal at all. Cellular communication, Dr. Ostler found, is what REDOX is all about. Well, this book then simplifies the subject. It's an easy to read book. It's accessible, is what I could say, for any person who is literate, who wants to just review it to get a sense of what redox is all about. He simplifies redox science in this book, but he also has a lot of information in this book that the research scientists, those PhDs and those individuals with MS degrees in subjects like, genetics and redox biochemistry and the like. So those individuals would like his review of the mitochondria, the Krebs cycle, the ATP, cellular communication. They would love those kinds of things. But lay people like you and I will appreciate Dr. Ostler sharing that the body works this way now. That is, if you are a living organism, being a human being, or being, one of our pets, a dog or any animals, our system, our body system already has redox molecules in it, and those messengers are responsible for all of the functions that take place in our bodies. Well, you may ask, well, if the body already produces redox molecules, why would an individual need to use it as a bioreplacement agent? Well, Dr. Ostler answers that question as well. He says that your body, while it produces redox molecules from infancy until you leave this planet, you have a diminishing supply of redox molecules. And this is why, he explains, we age as individuals. This is why, as we get older, it may take longer to heal from injuries. This is why, if a child scrapes his knees or bumps something, the repair happens more quickly, because when you're younger, you have a larger supply of redox molecules. This book is well researched. If you were to go to the public medical library called pubmed.gov, you'll see thousands and tens of thousands of articles about redox molecules. You don't have to do that research. Dr. Ostler has already done it in this book. This book has articles from PubMed, some of the current works in PubMed.com, where researchers are writing about redox molecules. He has already done the work that many of the scientists at leading universities, I'm not going to name them here because I don't have permission to do that, but they're leading researchers at major universities in the United States and around the world who are looking at redox molecules. Dr. Ostler has done the work. He has put it together in this fine book. So what Dr. Ostler also explains, and you'll get this, is that the redox lifestyle includes two things. Look at it this way. You have material that you put into your body. The material then are your nutrition, are your foods, what you eat. Those are the material. Redox uses that material to signal the body where it needs to take those material to initiate repair in the body. Let's face it, the better material you put in your body, the better nutrition you put in your body, the better your body is going to function. There's no doubt about it. This is what lifestyle nutrition is all about. This is what the redox lifestyle is all about. If you take any one problem, let's isolate it to high cholesterol in your vessels. Well, there's only one cure for that, only one real cure for that. Reduce the oil intake in your body system. Even if your doctor were to give you a prescription to control your cholesterol, if you're feeding your body system poor material, fried chicken, fried pork chops, fat back, some people even fry beef, steaks. If you're putting those material into your system, it's going to be difficult to manage your cholesterol. good lifestyle, good nutrition, and redox would help you produce the results that you want. I got to confess to you that I redox. I didn't know anything about redox, back in the day. I discovered it almost 4 years ago. It'll be 4 years in November of this year that I started to redox because of the muscle disease that I live with. And like Dr. Ostler's wife, I went to medical science. I am well doctored. I'm probably one of the most doctored people that you'll meet on the planet. And I went to, in desperation, I went to the Mayo Clinic to see if the Mayo Clinic researchers had a silver bullet that would resolve my situation. They gave me every test on the planet. And I left there, while my insurance did pay some of it, I was out of network. I left the Mayo Clinic with a $10,000 bill that I had to pay out of pocket. And in the end, what they told me, they said, you're one of Jerry Lewis's kids. You're one of Jerry Lewis's kids is what they told me. I talked with a psychiatrist, a physiciatrist, not a psychiatrist, and he said, something, he put me on the table, he left one arm, he lifted the other arm, he said, weak, weak, he grabbed my leg, weak, weak, he grabbed the other leg, weak, weak, he said, I got something for you. He wrote me a prescription for a walker, and I went to the medical supply store and picked it up. He said, that's the best I got for you, young man. My body continued to hurt. So I went to my family doctor. I said, Doc, I hurt. He said, what have you been doing for it? I said, I'm taking over-the-counter tablets. He said, well, I got something that's stronger. And he wrote a prescription for me, a narcotic prescription for me. And I began taking it. Oh, my gosh. By the second day, I thought, I can't take this, Doc. I don't like the way this product made me feel. So I had the choice. I hurt or take the drugs. I went back to my over-the-counter tablets. I worked myself up to 10 tablets a day just to try to control my body discomfort. The docs had already said, assistive device, prescriptions, well, it's the only thing we could offer you. There was nothing else to offer. And then someone that I had come across told me about redox. Heck, I didn't believe this stuff. My doctors already told me that nothing would work for me. I was going to take this stuff, but fortunately, I am so grateful that this individual, knowing my situation, did not give up on me. Had she not called me the second time, had she not called me the third time, had she not called me the fourth time, I would not have given redox a chance. But I gave it a chance. And in my particular case, everyone is different. I started taking redox. Don't do what I did. I stopped taking the over-the-counter drugs. I went cold turkey on it. And my body discomfort have never returned. Now, when I tell these people this, they ask me a question like this. Well, does this mean they're going to live forever? Of course not. We often say there's no silly questions, but the question of a human being living forever is really ridiculous. We're all going to die. I'm going to die no matter what I do for my body system. But while I'm living, I'm adding more life to my life. And I'm adding more quality to my life. I was on my bike this morning. I rode for kind of short this morning. I rode for about 40, 50 minutes or so. I got a late start. I got on at 8 o'clock. Hey, I'm feeling good today. I got to make a trip in a moment. I'm going to take a 2-hour trip one way and a 2-hour trip coming back. And my energy is good. I'm feeling great. That's a benefit for me. Thank you, redox. Then they ask, look, do you never feel an ache and pain? Hey, I have a muscle condition that's degenerative, that's chronic. Occasionally, I may feel in my left arm because of the contraction of muscles or whatever is going on in the ligament, I may feel the discomfort. But night and day, I get redox in gel form. I rub it around my neck. I rub it around the back of my neck. I rub it on my shoulder. And whatever discomfort I feel will dissipate. 95% of the time, I cannot expect to feel better than what I feel in my body given my situation. And Dr. Ostler then, in this book, REDOX Matters, explains why people like me and tens of thousands of people around the world are learning to redox. And that's why we're hosting a local event in Rock Hill, South Carolina on July 31st at 2 o'clock. I'll put the information in the text below. Because redox is a difference maker. We can deal with many of the things that we face today. That's why I am braving the fear and sharing this on the World Wide Web. I'm Stephen Middleton, coming to you from the Possibility Action Network. Our core values include I am, I can, and I will. I am Possibility Man. Until next time, good day